Hey guys, Josh here, and today we're going to be looking at Shovel Knight Treasure Trove on the Shovel Knight campaign from a reviewer's perspective who did not play the retro 8-bit style games during their prime in the mid to late 1800s. Now just to let you know, I have completed all 3 campaigns and New Game Plus, so I know more than enough to give my credible review. I did originally play this game on the 3DS, and now I'm going to be redoing it on the PC. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Despite many modern platformers giving you many hints and hand-holding techniques to help you beat the stage, for instance, New Super Mario Bros. U, if you mess up enough, you can skip the entire stage. But Shovel Knight goes against the flow of the hand-holding nature and is fairly difficult. Fair being the key word there. Only a few deaths don't seem fair, and those aren't the difficult bosses. They're just the spikes and bombs and other things that happen within the level. But all the other ones, they seem pretty justified. Every death leads you to learn more about the bosses each time, knowing their patterns and movesets, till finally you achieve victory.
Now, among the bright side of things, the difficulty is fair and fun, except for New Game Plus. I still enjoyed my playthrough in this new mode, but a lot less. It didn't really add anything to the bosses. I thought it would be an added-on story, but it wasn't. It was just less healing and no checkpoints. It would have been fun if it were an add-on to the story, but it's not. It's just death. This game has a lot of collectibles, like the music sheets and gold in general. The player's value to gold is not as high late game as it was early game. You can buy armor and health and magic upgrades, but there are only so many you can get, and somebody would only need maybe a max of 3 pieces of armor, which the money could be accumulated for in about 2 boss levels. I really think that Shovel Knight should have made its armor progression a bit more stretched out than it was, but that also leads to a good thing. When you die in Shovel Knight, you drop gold bags that take a percentage of your money, leading you to pursue where you last died to get it back. When there is no use for gold, you lose it, then you need it again. It goes full circle. There are also music sheets in the game, which let you play music and redeem them for money. So that's good. Some music sheets are pretty hard to get, and others are just pointless. My only issue with them is that they're a little tricky to get. I think they're a good collectible. In my opinion, Shovel Knight is great, but not perfect. I would give it an 8.6 until you play it. Completing it would take a long time, but at least you can brag about that later. This platformer is one that leads gaming into a complete circle by basically going backwards in time. Games like Cuphead that go even further, going back to the 1930s. And even then, there's still some DLC left to play. And until next time, this is Josh Reviews on Shovel Knight Treasure Trove.